the room. So welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Leroy Lawson. I'm going to be hosting this webinar tonight on Daisy and what Daisy is and how you can position yourself ahead of this pending launch. If you're brand new to the call, please, you're not been on one of these Zooms before, please put a 1 in the chat or let me know. Good to know who you are and let me welcome you in. So welcome. Good to have you here, Simon. Fantastic. We're going to be definitely having a good session over the next 90 minutes. So welcome, Victoria, and anybody else who may be a bit too shy to put the 1 in the chat. So we're going to go. Let me kick this off. Good to see you, Keith and Rosemary. We're going to kick off with this short video. Again, if you can't hear the sound, but it should. Okay, hold on 1 second. I'm going to just mute the lines. Everybody should be able to see everything and hear everything. If not, we're going to have a problem. All right, here we go.
Have you ever wondered why the rich keep getting richer? Money makes money, and the money that makes money makes more money. This quote by Benjamin Franklin has a deeper meaning. The rich have access to professional financial instruments that help them multiply their assets. So, no matter if the market is going up or down, they would always make money. What if I told you that you can now have access to professional trading tools that were only available to institutions and accredited investors so far? Endotech is a company that provides professional cryptocurrency trading tools based on AI technology. Some of the trading strategies of Endotech have a track record of 3 years and have produced up to 1,500% annually. This very innovative technology is being made available to the masses through Daisy, Decentralized AI system. With only $100, you can start using strategies that were reserved to institutional clients, till now. Not only that, you can participate in a unique crowdfunding project that helps to take this technology to the next level. If you love technology, you'll love this part. Daisy is managed by a Tron smart contract that is transparent and can't be manipulated or hacked. Tron is a blockchain-based decentralized cryptocurrency that allows fast and cost-effective transactions. All you need to participate is Daisy in a Tron wallet. Your Trons will be distributed between Daisy Crowd and Daisy Fund. The smart contract will automatically allocate funds to Daisy Crowd for crowdfunding and the referral plan. Up to 46% will be paid to members through the referral plan. There are 3 types of commissions members can earn. Here's the best part. 5% of Endotech equity will be distributed across all Daisy members. Some of the funds will be allocated to Daisy Fund for professional AI trading. 70% of profits will be rewarded back to members and can be withdrawn at any time. Daisy is a unique combination of passive income from AI trading and crowdfunding. Daisy, together we create history. Click on the link below to secure your top position.
So that's the a brief intro into what Daisy is all about. And what I'm going to do over the next several minutes is go through basically break down the numbers and show you how you can position yourself for this amazing smart contract. So before I do that, let me just read this legal disclaimer here. Purchasing the Daisy crowdfund packages is a contribution to the equity crowdfund for the Daisy AI development and not a trading investment. Endotech is giving both shares of stock in the company and profit sharing from trading results to each contributor as crowdfunding rewards. Prior to Endotech going public, shares of Endotech stock will be rewarded to each crowdfund contributor. Stock certificates will require a KYC certification of each member's legal ID before any shares or stock can be rewarded. In the case that Endotech does not go public, the equity will be converted into dividends for each member. The trading accounts will be used for the purpose of testing and development. Past performance does not guarantee future results and is for informational purposes only. Historical performances shown are also the result of compounding profits. Profit rewards are contingent upon profitable trading performance and results are not a guarantee. All performance will be visible with full transparency to each crowdfund member. Up to 46% of funds are designed in the smart contract for marketing via the referral rewards plan and Daisy not available in the USA. So what is Daisy? What is that all about? And that is an absolute mouthful. I do need to have a swig of water after that. Decentralized AI system is what Daisy stands for. And so the launch date, which was due to happen on Monday, has been pushed back a couple of days, as we had some wallets that weren't quite the right types of wallets that needed to be put in a smart contract. And as a result of that, it's given us a bit of a delay, which is fantastic for those of you who didn't hear about this before and now want to position yourself ahead of the launch, which is obviously great in that respect. So let's use that time wisely if that's something that you want to take advantage of. And I'll show you why you want to do that after the next few slides. So what is Daisy? It's an equity crowdfunding model for fintech technology. So financial technologies, this company that makes this extremely different to any smart contract I've ever seen is that it's actually crowdfunding for an existing company. Now, this is a decentralized smart contract and it's not a company. So there's two parts to it. The smart contract side, which is what you're going to learn more about, and the fact that we have the other side, which is Endotech. So they've created a model here, guys, where everybody can win with profits, equity, and income. Currently crowdfunding for Endotech for the Daisy AI project, and it's not going to be the first of this nature. And contributors will receive exclusive stock rewards, as you heard, and profit rewards. So let me just break this down a bit more. So this decentralized AI system, we're talking about AI technology that pretty much is running the world right now. I just saw a post somebody posted in Telegram group that somebody mentioned that what's his name, the guy who deals with these beautiful cars and stuff, he's now become the richest man on the planet. So we are dealing with AI at a large level, guys, everywhere around us. So we now going to be benefiting from tapping into this. Look, Elon Musk, whether you love him or hate him, Mr. Tesla has become the world's richest man. And now with AI technology, we're using this as a way of trading and getting great trading results as a result of Endotech. So what this Daisy AI will do, it will significantly multiply the current AI performance. When I show you what their current performance is already at, you'll be like, are you serious? They're going to multiply it even more? Absolutely. And so this is going to be the first project capitalized by the Daisy crowdfund. And we're talking about generating 10 million for development from this referral plan. So each and every one of you on this Zoom right now have a part to play. And as a result of that, you'll be rewarded in a way that you may have never been rewarded before. So this is the target for them, to have traded accounts on 500 million underneath, under what's it called, asset management, from this AI that's going to be created. So we're talking about something that is going to allow this new AI going to be released, going to be able to trade up to $500 million in tradable assets. Big deal here. So we're talking about Daisy AI being Endotech's path to becoming a public company. And this is where what you're going to receive through basically deciding to partner with this company or with this smart contract is that you will end up with equity shares. So we're talking about Endotech a lot. Now, these guys, have already have a very good track record, and you're going to see more about it over the next couple of slides. They're a global fintech company specializing in AI trading systems. All right. And so they've got this roadmap for when they want to go public. And again, if you can be in any entity where you are at the beginning of something, you've really stuck in the odds in your favor in a massive way. So currently providing AI systems for top financial institutions. In fact, I had an invite onto one of their corporate presentations today, and I totally missed it. But this is something that is available for each and every one of you who may know people who want to put their money to work. This is what Endotech is all about. But now we get a chance to tap into this. So they've got proven track records of high performance. I mean, I've been trading the markets myself personally for over 10 years, never seen anything like this from multiple companies that I've evaluated or opportunities that have been shared with me. So it's founded by a lady called Dr. Anna Becker. You're going to learn more about this lady. She is a pretty, what we call a genius, in no short word. She's been able to understand a lot of mathematical equations that for 36 years hadn't been unlocked, and she was able to unlock it. This is the kind of mindset that this lady has. And so, you know, she's got a whole range of accolades behind her. You know, as you can see here, her team of AI have created more than 20 proprietary AI systems in operations. I mean, just think about this line here, guys. Trading of more than 150 investment firms across the US, Europe, and Asia. I mean, this is not you know, we're not putting our money into a black box here and hoping that we'll get money back out. This is a big deal. And so her understanding of AIs, managing over $1 billion of asset management. I mean, this is huge in anybody's regard. And so you can see more about her. She's actually got a PhD in AI, you know, artificial intelligence. So she knows a thing about or two about how to create. And so she created this company along other companies she's created in the past. Now the founder and CEO of Endotech. And so there's a lot of stuff that will be circulating from her. And just to know that, you know, she's worked with some of the most successful, largest banks worldwide, including the Dragon Holdings of MF Global. I understand that, you know, this is, if you go on to, I think that the Winkle Brothers website, you'll see Endotech as part of that array of companies that they are associated with. Real big deal here, guys. So you see some, whoops, I'm just going back a wee bit. You can see here, 20 years of senior leadership and innovation in retail brokerage and financial organizations. She brings a breadth of skill, knowledge, expertise to the Financial Commission's DRC, which is the, as you can see here, this Dispute Resolution Committee. And so, you know, you can learn more about her. These slides are available. You can dig more deeper into what she's about. But you can see here, as I just highlighted, an experienced executive and change agent in retail finance. Dr. Becker has worked with more than 300 brokers and has served as a compliance officer with regulators like the NFA and the CFTC. So again, very, very credible person. So let's just look at some of these AIs and what's made Endotech catch the imagination of a lot of people. One of the first AIs that got created, this top alpha strategy. And you can see here, guys, January 2018 is when this came out. And if we look at where you know, the amount of capital one would need in order to run this AI, you'll need $1 million in tradable assets, right? You'd need to be at least putting up $125,000 to be a client of Endotech. So right here and now, we know that's going to eliminate a large population of the, you know, large population of people that may want to be a client of Endotech. Now, if you just look at what their results have been over the last, you know, couple of years now, you know, 21 winning months, 13 losing months, okay? And as I know from my days in trading, doesn't matter how many losing months you get, is what the winners are doing. And so you can see here from the analyzed return, 814% return. I mean, this is staggering in itself. To just look at the compounding profit and loss from 2018, you're looking at over 2,000% return. So does she know something about AI? Do her team know something about AI? I believe they do. What's really impressed me even more so is their most recent AI that got created back in September. So if I just show you from 1st of September, 1st of September to November, 9th of November, this had generated, with a $10,000 balance, had generated close to 300% profit. So like I said, one winning month, one losing month. One of the worst loss was about 6,000. So again, it's all about your appetite for risk. They have multiple, you know, different strategies that you can select from. This is just giving you an idea of what their AI has been able to produce. And this most recent one is a leverage strategy. So if you know anything about leverage trading, you know you can make a lot of money from it. And you know, there's obviously a great example of it here. What's actually made me even more blown away is that looking at today's figures, or the most recent figures, this is actually closer to 800% since September. You know, we're only talking a handful of months, and you know, you're looking at returns of that nature. And so on an analyzed basis, this is generated, you know, will generate over 1,500% return. I mean, this is unbelievable, guys. So you can check this out for yourself. There's a lot of things that you can understand why Endotech is who they are and why, you know, a lot of people are very excited about this launch. So that's the product, that's the company side of it, which is really key for anybody. And this is what, you know, negates this from a lot of other things. Most other things, that if you don't have a way to share it, network it, and stuff like that, generally you're not making money. Here, without that, you're making money. So let's talk about the money. $100 is your entry level into the smart contract. Okay, something pretty much affordable for anybody around the world. $100, and you can see how their software is going to play out. You're going to have part of it showing the crowdfund side, the smart contract side, and you're going to have the other side, which is going to be the fund, the actual trading returns that you're going to get. So you'll be able to switch between the two, and there'll be a lot of functionality in between that. So let's look at the roadmap of where Endotech's about. So they've been, you know, this is not a company that just launched. They've been in inception since 2012. When I was doing my own digging, my own background, and I recommend you do your own due diligence and come up with your own understanding of what you're seeing here tonight. So I saw that they had their domain registered many years ago, and from a trading point of view, they released their first AI in 2017. So, you know, the last 5 years, you know, if anybody, you know, and there's anything about setting up a company, you don't just set up a company, turn it on, and next minute you're receiving, you know, $1 million clients. No, you've got to be able to prove your worth and show that your stuff works. So in 2017, they implemented this AI, this crypto AI. And so 2018, they started to, as you saw from the previous slide, they became available on a commercial level, all right, for other clients and people that want to make that kind of money, institutes alike. And then November, they had an evaluation of $100 million, which I believe is actually closer to 200 million. But let's just work with 100 million on that basis. So we're not, you know, we're not dealing with something that, again, we're just hoping that they know what they're doing. It's proven that they know what they're doing. And December, there was going to be the initial launch of Daisy Crowd, which again got put back because there was an update being done on the Tron blockchain. And so it was obviously very close to Christmas, which was great, gave us time to enjoy the holidays or whatever. And now this month, maybe in the next couple of days, we will have a launch date happening with Daisy. So this is where we're at, and you know, you're now in a position where you can ride this as to whatever level you want to take this to. So their goal is by this year is to obviously create that 10 million from the Daisy crowd fund, and that will, you know, fund their first phase of development. And then we talked about earlier about 500 million of asset management funds being traded with this Daisy AI. And now let's just move forward a little bit. This is where the equity shares will start to kick in. 2022, you know, they're gonna have the complete Daisy AI. In fact, this is the point where I want to switch my my pointer and just show a bit of a spotlight here. So 2022 is where we're at, where we're going to be a year from now, which is, you know, incidentally, 10 years since Endotech's inception. Okay, and so they want to have this company going public. Okay, and I understand the big driver for Endotech is to be in the forex industry, which is something that I'm very happy about, because I love trading the forex markets. And so this is where they're looking to raise an AI, you know, go into the next development and have a 1 billion of tradable asset managements. I mean, this is crazy. I mean, you know, crazy good in what they're planning to do. Very aggressive, and you can see why, you know, this is going to be something that is probable with the approach that they're going down. Now, 2023, you know, again, these probably will just fly by. You know, 2020 just flew by, and so 2023 they're planning to add stock AI trading to the mix. So you've got everything here. You've got a bit of crypto here. You're going to go into the forex market. Then you're going to go into the stock market with these AIs. So there's going to be a lot. And imagine if you're part of that. Right now, your money may be trading with the crypto to start with, but when it mixes up with the forex and the stocks, I mean, you know, there's going to be a lot on the table. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's just deal with where we are right now. The reward plan is going to be for those of us who decide to really take advantage of two things: timing and positioning. One thing I learned many years ago when looking at a lot of opportunities, if you can be in anything ahead of the masses, you're literally just, you know, saying, give me money. You're positioning yourself for great success. And this is where we are right now. So this plan works like this. They have 10 crowdfunding tiers, yeah, that to choose from $100 upwards, as I mentioned. I know we talk a lot about tiers going on this current climate with lockdown and stuff. These are the best tiers we're going to be talking about. Every contributor gets an equal share of Endotech stock, at least 5% of Endotech stock. Just do your math. $100 million evaluation, maybe close to 200, but let's work with 100. You're going to get 5% Endotech stock. Now, you can increase that amount as I'm going to show you in a second. 50 to 70% of each contribution is used for trading, for the dev work, and 70% of that trading results will be rewarded back to each contributor. 15% will go into a great residual referral plan, which I'm really excited about. And then you can see here, contributors can withdraw trading rewards at any time. We're not in a situation where we're waiting for, you know, hitting the withdraw button and hopefully the funds will eventually get to us in a week and a month. No, once they're available, you can reward them at any time. And then all members are able to participate in the Daisy referral plan. Remember, this is an optional referral plan, but it's going to pay you up to 46% of each contribution. So let's look at how it works. You've got two sides to this, which is really really something I've never seen, and the people I've shared this with have never seen done before in a smart contract. So you've got your wallet here. We're going to talk more about wallets towards the end, because this is what caused the hold up in the launch. You need to have a right type of wallet, okay? And we'll talk about wallets in a minute. But once you've got your wallet funded, that money will go to your Daisy contribution. And then if you look on the left-hand side, 50 to 70% will go into your live trading. So you see that here, and that's going to go into Endotech's AI trading, and those 85% rewards will make its way back to you. So everybody from day one are able to participate with the slide on my left, okay? Now, on my right side, this is the referral plan, which is going to open up multiple ways in which you can get paid, and some of them are instantaneous. So let's look at that, and that will pay you up to 46% in the program. And I think my slide, I may have to just stop the slide for a second. In fact, I'm going to turn off that, because I know sometimes resources wise, I'm getting some weird stuff drawing on my screen. So I'm just going to close out a couple of bits here for now, and hopefully that doesn't, maybe just reshare. I'm not sure if that's going to move that nonsense off my screen. If not, we'll just roll with the punches. I'm just going to do a quick reshare. Hopefully that doesn't do anything. Anyway, if it gets worse, I'll just stop it completely and I'll redo it. So what's the Tron blockchain? It allows automation to exist. This is really key, and this is why we've had to push back the launch, because of the fact that your wallet is going to automatically interact with Daisy and the crowdfund side. So, you know, it's going to be a particular type, we'll talk about that in a minute, removes the need for a company to be in control. Now, unfortunately, you know, when we do have situations where there's a company involved and they don't always, you know, do what they say they're going to do, the goalposts change, they run out of money and stuff like that. This removes the need for having a company involved to make these transactions happen. This is going to be direct. We've totally cut off the middleman with this type of thing here. And it's going to allow promises to be executed instantly, guys, instantly to your wallet. Okay. So the Tron blockchain is one of the fastest and most scalable, and Tron is quite cheap right now. And the gas fees, which is the fee that you know, is associated with doing transactions. This is what we like about this whole thing with Daisy and using Tron, is that other, you know, smart contracts were written on different formats, and the fees associated were just crazy. So these are really low, and you know, it's a top emerging DApp platform for scalability. So this is what we're going to be looking at right now. How does this benefit you, and how do you get involved here? So we're going to look at the passive income side. So those of you who are in a situation where, you know what, you're fed up of sharing stuff with people because whatever reason, right? We could all have a top 10 of reasons why we're not going to do something. I'm going to show you why you may want to think about sharing it with at least 3 people. But for those of you who you know, you're dead set, you're not sharing it with anybody, I'm going to speak to you guys first. So a lot of the times with a lot of programs, and especially a lot of smart contracts, if you don't refer anybody, you pretty much ain't going to make any money. You know, with this, they've addressed that head on, which I absolutely love, because the first thing you're going to get is going to be Endotech stock here, right? Receiving dividends in the future if they don't turn into stock. So you're going to own equity straight away out the gate. Second thing is the trading rewards. Now, I've given you an example, and of course, past performance doesn't predict future earnings, but I've given you a taster of what their AIs have produced and are producing for their current client. So you're going to have the potential rewards from successful trading on Endotech's platform. The third thing here, guys, is each and every one of you are, you know, and I you know, we're not going to talk about guaranteeing X, Y, Z, but you have the massive potential of matrix spillover, and I'll dissect that in a minute, because this is one thing where with the imminent launch is going to, you know, generate for you know, a lot of people. And I see this being a nice way not only just to earn on top of what you're earning here, but a nice way to get your matrix filled, even if you're not the biggest networker or whatever on the planet. Okay, so generating maximum maximum of 48% return on crowdfunding contribution from spillover in the referral plan, even with no referrals. Okay, so this is, for me, what I mentioned at the start. Timing and positioning is absolutely crucial. So let's just look at this. Generations 1 and 2 in this matrix, you need 0 referrals, okay, in order for that to take place. Okay, and you're going to earn a 4% on each $100 package. So if you got level 1, you're going to earn 12%. Yeah, 3 people, 3 members in your matrix, you're going to earn $12. Okay, and same thing. Yeah, those 3 end up bringing in 3 themselves, or however that falls in. As long as you've got 9 people on your second generation, again, you haven't necessarily referred anybody. So we're just working with the idea that these came through spill or whatever. You now earn $36 on your $100. So you put $100 in, you pretty much got half of that back just for your matrix getting filled on levels 1 and 2. Let's not talk about the trading from the trading that's going to be coming from there onwards. So just on the get-go, how you can stack yourself in a position of earning, even if you are that person who's not going to share it with anyone. Now, there's going to be another tier for other people who do decide to share, and I'm going to break that down for you in a minute and how that looks like. Okay, so let's look at how you can get started and why you want to get started with Daisy. So this is the crowdfund tier table, and anybody that decides to start, whether you're passive or aggressive or whichever one you want to label yourself as being, you're going to have to start with $100. And so any level that you want to go to, the next level is a double of the previous amount. So if you wanted to come in at entry level 2, you'd have to do level 1 and level 2 for the total of $300. Okay, and if you keep doing that, you know, just doubling up, you'll see the amount that you need to fund from the entry level all the way to the level that you want to go to is in this column here. Okay, so anybody could start with $100 and go all the way to a total of $102,000. So basically just, you know, put in where you fit in kind of thing. And this is going to show you the breakdown of where your money goes. So for levels 1 to 7, half of your money gets traded for you, and the other half goes into the Tracy crowdfund. So you know that I showed you how you can even make you from your initial outlay, you can be making that back. Yeah, I just showed you that literally in the last slide, how you could be making $50 back just before you've even really got started news. And the other half is going to go into the trading. Now, for every $100, you're going to earn 1 equity share. Okay, so that keeps going on and on. So if you did 700, you're going to earn up with 7 equity shares. Okay, for those of you who are deciding to, what we say, go more all in or more at the higher levels, from levels 8 to 10, the split is like this. Some of you are familiar with this split, 70-30. 70% will go into the trading fund and 30% will go into the crowd fund. Okay, and then you can see the kind of equity shares that will end up giving you. Okay, so let's look at the referral plan in a bit more depth here. I'm just going to take a swig of my my water here. This is absolutely thirsty work here. Now, you're going to look at this referral plan, and we're going to show you a way in which you can get instant payouts. Yeah, we've seen things, we've seen programs in the past where, you know, we've had to wait and wait for our money to come out. In this instance, well, I'm going to show you how you can earn instant money and back into your wallet. There's a 3x10 force matrix. There's a personal referral bonus, and you're going to have this match bonus on the matrix, pay setter revenue bonus, upfront infinity bonus, and then the residual element from the trading, which again is a game changer. 10 generations of unilevel trading bonuses here, and then an infinity residual bonus to boot. And obviously not forgetting stock equity. And then there's going to be even more equity available for those of you who qualify for what we call the pace setter. So as we're talking about pace, let me just pick up the pace a little bit. This just shows you how you can start earning quite handsomely from this program. So let's talk about the referral bonus first and foremost. So if you're going to share this with anybody, which you know, you may want to do, you know, especially after you see what I'm going to share with you, you're going to earn 5% direct bonus from personal referrals that are coming in. So no qualification needed. You can go as wide as you choose. Okay, as many people that you choose, and you're going to see the numbers, what the numbers look like in a minute. Now, I'm going to show two scenarios here. This is the power of the forced matrix, okay, and compression. So case number one, this is without spillover. So this is with you sharing this with other people. And, you know, let's say, you know, you shared it with your first three, and those three shared it with their three, and so forth. So it will be nicely filled out matrix underneath each one. Yep. So underneath person number one, there's three people, and person number two is another three, person three, another three people, making a total of 12 people. And so let's say you actually was the one who filled out all those spots yourself. You know, you could be bringing in persons four who will land underneath person number one, and person number five will land underneath person two, and so forth. Person number six will land underneath person three. So it evenly balances. You're getting a nice matrix fill. And so for those of you who are looking to bring in a lot of people, your matrix will nicely, evenly fill out. Now, let's look at a scenario where, let's say you didn't necessarily bring in three people from the get-go, but you got positioned in the matrix. And if you're fortunate for this to happen directly under you, then you're going to benefit from what we call the spillover. So this is you, same kind of deal. But now, if you've got an active upline, somebody who's referred this to you, you're positioning yourself for this type of activity, where underneath you will be somebody comes directly underneath you right there on your left there, and then they bring in a couple of people, and then guess what, you bring in somebody and they fall underneath your first person in the matrix. Now they're still front line to you, they still count as your first line, but they are in the matrix, they're on your second level. Okay, and so, you know, these people bring in theirs and these people bring in theirs. So you can see here spillover from above, and you know, you've got your case of directs as well. So that's how your matrix can get filled with this scenario. So let's have a look at the next step here. I want to show you how you can get started. So if you get kicked off with $100, okay, like I said, that will be available to every single person. So what you would want to do, if you're planning in coming up to levels 1, 2, and 3, you would say pay the 100. That would unlock you for level 1 matrix earnings. Then you pay 200 to upgrade to unlock you for your level 2, and then you upgrade with the $400 for your level 3, making a total of $700 contributed to the program. So as it says here, each contribution tier that you fund even lets you earn when those same tiers are funded within your matrix. Your funding tier determines the tiers from where you can earn from in the matrix. If you don't fund it and you end up with people on other levels below you, you're not going to be able to earn from those people below you. So whatever level you want to earn from, you've got to, you know, make sure those levels are opened up to you by putting in the relevant amount. Higher contribution tiers funded in your matrix will compress up to the next qualified member. So we'll talk about that in a second. So this is a pretty comprehensive layout, and there's a lot of figures, a lot of numbers here. So I just want to break this down bit by bit. In fact, this is bit I want to put my highlighter on, and hopefully it doesn't have more squigglies. Let me see if I can do a clear all drawings. Yes, fantastic. I've learned a new tool there. So let's go back to where we're at. Generation 3. Now I shared with you generation 1 and 2. Okay, that's where you need 0 referrals, and you can see the members requirements. Again, you may not have necessarily had to bring in those people yourself. Those people got filled in your matrix, and you was able to earn from this column $48, not quite 50, $48. Now, let's say you are that person that I'm speaking to that wants to maximize this, and you decide to share it with at least 3 people. Now, I'm going to show you two kind of case studies here. Case study number 1, if you make this a goal every month to, help, you start with 3, and your goal you've made, you've opened up your level 3, and then you keep rolling through every month. You keep building your network down as it goes, slightly slower, but, your goal is to win the race in the end, right? So your goal is every month. If it took you 10 months to get to a point where you've got 24 personal referrals, you've got the funded requirements and everything else available to you, that's going to open up a lot of money in the matrix, in the funded matrix. So let's just work with $100 only. If it's just $100 that you actually end up contributing into the program, okay, you're going to be earning from this column. Okay, you're going to be earning from this column in the matrix. Okay, your matrix fills out, it's going to earn you this kind of money. Okay, now to qualify yourself to be earning on the higher levels, I want to break this down. You're going to have to, you see this here, it's got a personal requirement of 3 personals in the matrix. Okay, and I'm going to kind of cut over to my tiers 1 to 7, okay, and show you what the power of that is. Now, actually, let me just roll back a bit. I'm thinking I don't want to jump too quick. Let's just work with where we are right now. You've got your 3 personals on your level 3. We'll stick with my example. It gives you $81. Okay, I'm gonna make sure you mute, guys, when you come on. Let me just mute the lines. Thanks very much. So let's just work with that example. You came in, you come in, you might not have necessarily bought in any referrals, but hey, you made a bit of money. So you said, you know what, let me start sharing it with people. And so in the first month, you start sharing it, and you ended up with a total fund of $1,000, okay, funded from your personals that joined. Now, if you were a full matrix of 27 people on your level 3, added to your level 2, added to your level 1, you've got 39 people in total. So you're going to be earning, on top of what you've earned there, you're going to be earning that $81. I want to make sure that part is clear. Now, if you continue down the path here and you're sharing it with other people, you now got 6 referrals on your level 4. Okay, you're starting to earn on just this figure here. Okay, the $243 on your level 4, and it's going to go all the way down to a total of $236,000 as your volume increases and your requirements increases. You're looking at working on this column. Now, let's open this up, because this is where it becomes extremely lucrative for those of you who are in a position to get started in the program and fund from levels 1 to 7. That opens up a completely different, I would say, referral plan to those who are just operating from the initial $100 entry level. Okay, so let's just look at that for a minute. To qualify for this line of earnings, you need to do 1 to 7. Okay, that is basically paying $12,700 in total. Now, whether you upgrade yourself to that level from your initial outlay, or you come in from that from day 1, from the get-go, you're going to be able to start tapping in to this line of earnings. So I just want to show you a way. If you was decided, you know what, I want to go for this, I see maybe the potential, the value, and I do have the funds to do so, and you started with that in mind, by you having 3 personals with the same 1,000 in total turnover, your 39 people, you're now looking at 10,000 on your level 3 with a filled matrix of 27. But what about your levels 1 and 2? You would have earned $1,500 on your level 1, just with those 3 people, and you would have earned from those 9 people on your level 2, you would have earned $4,500. If you add that to what you've just done on level 3 now, you've qualified for close over $16,000 in revenue. Okay, that's with your matrix filled. Now, as you progress through this plan, because you've done levels 1 to 7, you're now working with this column in mind. Okay, all the way down to you know, these numbers start to swell over $1 million in revenue from a filled matrix. Now, I'll tell you this, guys, there are some people that will totally knock this out the park because they've done this. Okay. Let me mute the lines, guys. Thank you. Now, levels 8 to 10 is another segment completely. All right, another segment completely. You're looking at your basically from the same amount. Let's just work with that $100,000 example. Okay, level 4, generation 4 is where you're going to be looking to not only just break even, you're going to be tapping into this line on top of the previous earnings that you would have earned. So 5,000 on your level generation 1, 16,000 on your generation 2, 36,000 on your generation 3, and 108,000 on your level 4. So if you add these all up together, that's over $150,000 of earnings from the matrix. Now, this matrix shows you if it's fully filled out, and there are some people that will be coming in with, you know, all in, as I say, $100,000. They're looking to max out the comp plan, which is $198 million. Now, again, some people would be like, nah, that's not possible, not achievable, just down to everybody's own interpretation of what they think is possible. There are people that are absolutely going to be going for this over the next 12 months. And let's say just, you know, I like to be a realist. You know, there's going to be a handful of people that will get close to this and some that will make this. But what if this was not even a real figure? What if what I just shared with you, 10% actually even happened? You know, you're not looking at 198. You're looking at maybe like just under $20 million of revenue, of earnings. Now, there are people, believe it or not, that earn over 20 million a month from their business. So the likelihood of it is that these figures are going to be blown away, and we'll probably hear some amazing testimonials. But let's just reel it back from $100, guys. You can participate in this and start earning and earning from the matrix. Okay. And so to just answer the question I saw there, if you don't invite anybody, you're working with these columns here. Personals 0, that's your column, and you're earning half of what you put in, and the rest of that money will be coming from the trading side with Endotech. For those of you who are going to refer, you're going to start to tap into this level right here. And if you do decide to do levels 1 to 7, you're now going to move from this $100 tier column to this column. Okay, it opens up another shift, and then if you shift it again, it's going to open up that. So whether you do this from day one or you step your way there, whichever way works for you, the point is, as the song will say, just get there when you can, right? So matching bonuses. I love this element. Now, just in my previous example, like I said, you may not be the one that actually does that, goes for it, and does all that, those nice earnings, right? But you could be the one that can earn on somebody who does do it. Okay, and this is where we call the match. This is where the match comes in on your directly sponsored members. These have to be people you personally enrolled. So the way this works is like this: your matrix bonus qualification level determines how many levels of the matrix bonus you can earn from. Okay, that you're from your personals. So if you're only at level 3, but the person that you enrolled is all at the way at level 10, you're not going to be able to earn on the match on that until you get yourself to that same level. But you can earn on levels 1 and 2, and then when it comes to generation 3 and below, that's when those criteria starts kicking in. Okay, so you can earn from 10% from matching bonus or personally sponsored members generated from 5 generations down. So let's say you're only at the $100 contribution level, you would earn a match from that $100 matrix. Okay, so just to give you an idea, and if you are looking to open up some of these levels, and you know other people that may do the same, guess what? You're going to be able to earn a match on what they do, as well as what you're going to pull out from the matrix. That becomes extremely lucrative. Now, they have a pay setter incentive going on right now. And so they're talking about unlocking matrix levels in the program. And in fact, this slide is slightly even needs to be slightly updated because they've added even more money to the pot here. So let's just look at this first and foremost. Within your first 30 days of starting in Endotech, and that's why this first 30 days, this next 30 days when it goes live, stay focused. Try not to derail yourself and not earn your maximum that you can do, because if you stay focused for next 30 days, it can unlock a serious amount of money for you on top of what you would normally be able to earn. So let's just look at this. If within the first 30 days you unlock any levels from levels 3 to 9, it automatically unlocks the next level for life. So I want you to really hear that really good. You do whatever you can do within the first 30 days, some focused energy, effort, that would unlock the next level for life. And you can see the numbers and you can see the figures. If you share this with 9 people and you do whatever it needs to get that qualification done it's going to automatically unlock your next level. All right. And so let's talk to those of you who are thinking of going all the way, which we call this, open up your level 10. If you did level 9, you're going to open up your level 10, which needs 24 people and $128,000 of turnover. So again, you can see right here what's achievable, what's possible by you doing that in the first 30 days. It's going to unlock this profit sharing of 1.1. It's actually increased. It's actually meant to be 1.8% of all crowdfunding. So we're not talking about the crowdfunding from the people that you personally enrolled. I'm talking about the crowdfunding from all packs started anywhere around the world. You're going to earn on. I'm going to give that a second to drop and for you to take that in as to the kind of money that they are making available through this smart contract. You're also going to earn the equity shares, that 5% of equity shares on that as well. Now they've added another thing to the mix. They've added trading volume to that as well. So this is not just, I would be happy with just this, right? Just a profit share, I'll be happy with. The equity shares, I would be happy with. To add the trading to that, to the mix, I think it's 1.25% of the trading volume. It's going to be split amongst the members who qualify for Pacesetter. Now, you imagine in the first 30 days, right? There's only going to be a handful of people in that Pacesetter that qualify for that. And this is instant, guys. This is going to be made available to you instantly as you qualify. And as time goes on, there'll be more people sharing in the pool. But guess what? The pool will probably be a lot more bigger. So if you can qualify this from the get-go and stay in this as long as you can, this is for life, right? You're looking at totally a game-changing way to make your first 30 days. Whatever that day is that we launch, the first 30 days from there to make your February the best February you've ever had. Now, just look at this. This is going to be these contributions around the world that are going to be divided equally, and then it's going to be paid out instantly directly to your Tron wallet. Your Tron wallet is going to be hit like a bow and arrow. It's just going to be like straight in, and that's what you want. So imagine thousands of deposits every day, guys, directly into your wallet. It's going to happen for a lot of people. Why not you? Why not this time? Why not you? Earn from every single contribution made from every single member around the world instantly, guys. Now they're projecting on launch, several thousand people to come in, and over the course of time this year, over 1 million people be part of this project. And I've seen other smart contracts that have had close to 1 million people. And for me, this is probably one of the best smart contracts I've ever seen written in its inception from a referral side of things. So I can imagine those same people that were in those other smart contracts all over this, like white on rice. So you can imagine if you qualify for that, what your end line would be, your earnings capacity will be. So guys, we're going to be talking about another bonus here. So just in case, you didn't think that was enough, there's more. So we've got upfront infinity bonus. This is upfront money, guys. So you can earn a 1% contribution from your entire unilevel team. So this to infinity. This is you and anybody under you, right? Anybody that that's why I'm saying share it with at least 3 people, because you know you may be opening up something here that you didn't even fully appreciate just because you shared it with a handful of people, right? So earn 100% Infinity bonus check match on your first generation Infinity Club qualifier. So again, you're going to be able to tap into that, and then you can earn a 50% Infinity bonus on your second generation. So now your first people that you personally introduced, you're now going to be in a position where you know you can be earning 50%, half of that, on your through your second generation. All right. So based on just how your infrastructure works out, the computer knows, and it will make its adjustment, because if you've got somebody who's already qualified at the same level, then it will just adjust it for you. So these are going to be paid to infinity. Just give you an idea, that's you downwards into infinity. I mean, this money here rolling up to you. Okay, rolling up to you. You've introduced John, you're getting a match on that. You're getting a match on John. Jack is somebody who got introduced from John. So, you know, this money is just going to roll in, and the people you introduce, they don't need to be called John or Jack, just letting you know. So 2 ways in which you can do this. First way, reach $1 million in total funding in your first 30 days. That's why the first 30 days, guys, if you've got certain habits that you normally do, you go to this, you go, well, you can't do a lot now, right? Everyone's locked down. So, you know, so whatever you do, you know, you watch this program for 2 hours a day, you may need to change some of those habits over the next 30 days if you want to maximize this and record everything and then catch it up a month later, all right? Because you're putting your effort to work here. Now, if you don't do it within the first 30 days, it's not the end of the world, which you'll be glad to hear. They'll give you up to whatever time frame it takes you, okay, to make a total turnover in team funding of $10 million. Now, to reach 1 million, just to give you an idea of what that looks like, it's 10 people who've decided to join you that have all come in at the top level. Yeah, $100,000. Now, to roll it down from there, you can start to divide that down. Okay, what if some people are coming in at $100 level, and what if some people coming at the 700? You can actually, between now and launch date, you can work out between your current infrastructure of people. Oh, so you're saying you're coming in at that level, you're coming in at that level, you're coming in. You can actually predetermine where you're going to be the first day this launches. Don't wait for 30 days to then figure it out. Figure it out now. Use this extra time to do some of your analysis. If you're so, you know, if you like those kind of things, I do. Sorry, I'm really drying out here. Do your strategy, right, of where you need to position yourself. So when this thing goes live, you're giving yourself 33 days. You're giving yourself 35 days. Don't make this the fact that, okay, when it launches on Friday or Saturday, or whatever date they tell us, don't make that your first 30 days. Do it now. So you're buying yourself more time. Okay, so I'm just gonna, that's my soapbox out the way. Now you've got your 10 million that you can do any other time, and obviously do that whenever you feel you know, you want to get to that point. But go for it now, guys. This is a game. I mean, if I didn't really was blown away by what I already saw, I love this element. They're going to allow you to earn a residual on the trading front, and actually one of these slides is actually missing some of the new enhances that they put in. So on the unit level, residual trading bonus, you're going to be able to earn from. Okay, you're going to be able to earn from. But what they've done, I'm going to break this down, how this works. First generation, first line, you're earning 3.5% trading override. Okay, so it just says here, let me just break this down here, on trading rewards from all members on each level. Okay, so you automatically earn from the trading rewards on levels 1 and 2. So the biggest, like I said, guys, biggest thing I've seen with a lot of smart contracts where people stop earning and they just get, you know, tired of it all, is because it's only based on people joining. All right, we're talking about earning a residual income on trading. I know some of you may not truly appreciate how powerful this is going to be for you, but now you're not just dependent on referral. You're now going to be earning on the capability of Endotech and the trading that takes place here. Total game changer, guys. To be able to earn a residual income from a smart contract doesn't normally happen, just letting you know. So you're going to automatically earn from trading rewards on levels 1 and 2. Now, when it comes to levels 3 and 10, you need to follow those same matrix rules. That's why it may be privy for you to share it with at least 3 people so you can start unlocking those levels. Because I'll tell you what's going to happen. There's going to be people who have the money that come into Endotech, and they have, sorry, they come into this smart contract, but they're not necessarily into the whole referral side, right? So what's going to happen is, if you've qualified at those levels, your level 3 will need 3 people, your level 4 would be, whatever, 6 people, and so forth and so forth. If you've got the right numbers that qualify you for the matrix levels and they don't, guess who gets paid the 1% override? You do. Okay. If you qualify yourself at level 7, if you're the 1 to 7 people, and those people on those levels who've got all of this trading volume, okay, we know level 7 is at least $6,500 in tradable funds, and you are the one who qualified yourself because on level 7 you decide to get your 15 people. You now earn that 1% residual. Residual means it comes more than once. You do the work one time and you get paid over and over again. So this is what we're talking about here, guys. Doing the work once, setting yourself up for success, massive success here. So no limit on your residual income, okay? No limits. The only limit is going to be you, to how many people you feel that you want to share this with, and how many people you feel wants to do what you're going to do. Because make no mistake, they're going to do what you do. They ask you what level you came in. Well, I came in at $100. Guess what? They're probably going to come in at $100. Now, I'm not saying you have to do any other thing than 100, but if you want to maximize this, you have to then just maybe decide, okay, if 100 is all I can do, let me share it with a couple of people and step my way from level 1 up to whatever level. So there's many ways in which you can do this. Okay. So let's just look at the residual infinity bonus now. You had just infinity bonus just on what I shared from the network. I'm showing you on the residual infinity bonus from the trading profits, guys. 1% on all trading profits from your entire unilevel team. I mean, this is going to give some of you guys sleepless nights. I'm seriously, get your sleepless nights. In fact, get some good sleep, because I want you to be fresh for when it goes live. But this is going to give some of you guys sleepless nights for sure. Earn 100% infinity bonus check match on your first generation Infinity Club qualifier. So you're going to earn 100% match on whatever they do. Imagine the people that, like I mentioned, at some point they're going to go and do the top of this compensation model, and they're going to qualify for up to level generation 10, and you're just in this program, and you're qualifying as you go as well. If you did the step way one a month, by the end of the year, and you got to level 10, would it be worth it? You answer that. So each 50% infinity bonus check match on your second generation Infinity Club member. All right, so you're going to earn half of that on the people that your personal introduced. Now, the likelihood of it, you may not know your second generation people. Of course, you should know your first generation of people that you shared it with, but you don't know their friends and what they're going to do. You're going to earn 50% on what they do, okay, from the trading that takes place. So do this in your first 30 days, $1 million in funds in your first 30 days. Guess what? You're now going to qualify for these rewards. You do it anytime thereafter, you're going to qualify for it, whenever you hit $10 million. So you choose compressed effort, compressed energy, compressed time frames. Do it within 30 days, you're done. Relax, do whatever you need to do thereafter, or just spread it out over the course of the year. And if you did it over the course of the year, it would absolutely be worth every single thing from there, right? So let me just quickly look at some of the messages here. It does say 3 total Daisy members for level 1 if you don't have to invite anyone. Correct. We're talking about spill. If you don't invite anybody, we're talking about spillover on your generation 1. That's how that gets filled if you don't refer anyone. How long is this for? This is for the life of the program. You're earning 1% on all trading from your entire uni level to infinity. Okay, so do that within the first 30 days. You're going to earn over and beyond what somebody else does. This is the way in which they're going to reward you for doing that. So let's look at this 3 ways, 3 categories of members we got here. Tiers 1 to 7, 50% of that goes into the Daisy fund, 70% on your tiers 8 to 10. And if you're a VIP customer, you're going to have 100% goes to your personal account. Okay, so as I wrap up here, let's just look at what a VIP customer is. When you start, okay, and you work your way from generation 1 to 10, you, like I said, you don't have to start here, but obviously end up here. You're going to be in a position where you can have 100% of your funds goes into trading, 100%, right? And then, well, minimum of $20,000, and those funds stay in your personal wallet. Okay, 5% to Endotech, and you keep 80% of the profit. So you can see why you may want to get to the top of the program here. So how do you start? How do you get involved? I'm glad you asked. Download an approved Tron wallet. Please do this so that you don't end up on launch date with the wrong wallet and you can't get started. You get Clever, Tron wallet, Tron link. These are few resources. I'll talk about resources toward the end. Prepare your Tron equivalent. So whatever you're looking to start with, and you may say, you know what, I'm thinking of coming in at level 7. I'm thinking of coming in at level 6, level 5, even level 1. Put in 10% more than what you actually need, because worst case scenario you don't want to have happen is this thing goes live and you've got Tron goes from 28 cent, two cents or so, and it goes to 0.26 cents. So instead of 0.28 cents, it goes to 0.26 cents. And instead of $100, you've now got $96, $97. Not enough, guys. So always have a little bit extra. But for those of you who bought Tron in the last week, congratulations. You've had a nice 15, 16% pay rise. So sign up from the link from whoever's invited you. Okay, personal invitation only. Whoever's invited you onto here. There's going to be lots of people saying, oh, I've got the best link out here. I mean, I've heard stories of people willing to spend $500,000 so they can get a preferred link ahead of everybody else. I mean, this is how crazy it is, like a gold rush. But this is where people kind of fall out of integrity because they feel that they can get a leg up, and it turns up to be a leg down. So you can purchase the minimum amount that you want, secure your spot in the matrix, and then get started from there. So guys, I think together we have an opportunity here to create history in a way that I've never seen done before with the smart contract Daisy. So let me just answer so I've got some direct messages here. Let me just look at that as I just show you a couple of resources to make sure you're all set for when this goes live. Can I get my investment back if I change my mind? This is not an investment. This is a crowd fund. Once your money's in, your money's in. So if you ever have the thought that you're going to change your mind, don't do it. Because the ones that money's out there, it's out there. Let me just look at a couple of ways here, guys, that you want to just make sure you're all set up in the program. So this is just a resource page, daisytron.net. Most of you may have seen this before. It's got a couple of videos on there. I've just updated it literally the other day. We were doing a pre-registration document. This again just gives an idea of what you need to do, what levels you may look to come in at. It doesn't influence where you're going to end up. That's going to be done by whoever's inviting you in. I would say right now we are in a good phase of in the program, and so that's the good thing there. So you've got a couple of videos on here, and I did share out a couple of videos earlier today. So again, this goes through some Daisy basics. This is a very good interview with Jeremy Roma, who, for those of you who don't know, Jeremy Roma is
hello, and welcome to this overview.
Okay, that's him in the background.
Brand new project that
so
really
that's the
to be
you know what?
the
So
most
I've got to change my
disruptive
mouse
of its kind.
I'm going to change my mouse. Jeremy Roma, he's a co-founder of the Daisy AI crowd fund, as you can see here, with Dr. Anna Becker. Great interview with Dr. Anna Becker. For those of you who want to know more about her and understand where Endotech is as part of this, you can download the presentation here. I've actually think this slide here is the one I'm using because there was an updated slide, and my slide might just be slightly out of whack there. This video here will show you how to get Tron, and we'll talk about that in a minute. So there's different apps here to get your Tron. I shared the other day, so I'll just go into here real quick. This is the Clever wallet that you can download. Tron wallet is another one that you can download. from on your cell phone. Tron Link is one that gives you the option to have a cell phone version as well as a desktop plugin version as well. I'm not sure if I've got mine up here. No, I haven't. Lets you have both scenarios there. And if you currently got Bitcoin or other crypto, you can convert it into Tron based on how much you want to go at, right? So you can do the conversion, especially if you've just seen what's happened in Bitcoin today. You may be like, holy, yeah, let me just use my $38,000 worth of Bitcoin and buy some Tron. If you've got a whole Bitcoin. In fact, it's now 39,000. And I do understand, you can see here, it did push to 40,000 earlier today, and it's slightly retraced. So those of you who have got Bitcoin, fantastic. You might want to use some of that. You may not want to actually. You may want to just hold on to it. It's totally up to you. But you can use Simple Swap to swap your current crypto, Ethereum, and to swap it over. In fact, you probably don't want to swap any of your crypto because they're rallying so high these days. So that's what you've got there at your disposal, and you can obviously benefit from that. The last thing I'm going to share with you is that you can actually use your card to actually buy crypto. So if you want to just change your whatever card you've got, whether it's a debit card, whether it's a Visa card, you can use that to buy crypto, buy the right amount of Tron. So it's totally down to you. They've got 4 different solutions here. You've got this here, which is obviously the wallet you need, and inside of Clever you can actually even buy Tron as well. It's a bit more expensive than maybe some of these other methods, but if you just need something quick in there, then you can do that from the get-go. So guys, I hope that gave you some context to this. Now, I do want to do a little bit of training, and I do want to have a quick drink. So guys, bear with me, and I'm not talking an alcoholic drink either. Bear with me for a sec, and I'm just going to refresh myself. I'll be back on in about a minute, and then we'll go through just a few things to do with training, and I'll answer any questions you may have. So let me just stop this. Here we go again, guys. This is a resource that you can learn if you want to learn again about different things. This is part of the United Investors Group that we first heard about the project from Rabu Gary. For those of you who don't know, Rabu Gary is the business partner of Jeremy Roma. So they share a spot in the crowdfund, in the Daisy crowdfund. And this is a page of that he's created that we have access to. For those of us who are part of the investment group, I just want to show part of this because this is where you start to learn about the different things that we're dealing with, especially when we're looking at different wallets, different exchanges to get crypto in the first place. So if you're not fully coherent with how to get Bitcoin and stuff like that, this whole video section will walk you through that, how to set up your Binance account and stuff like that. You can go in here. There's lots of different resources here. And so ultimately, guys, let's just focus on Daisy here. There's this section here will go into more. Obviously, this live will go live when the links come out. So there's some short intro videos that I mentioned here. Again, this full 1-hour presentation of Daisy, very good presentation. That interview with Dr. Anna Becker right there. And, the 6-minute video on how Daisy can work for you. Of course, that video that I shared with you earlier on the daisytron.net on how to convert Tron for Daisy. So you may want to use your exchange to do that, or you can use your wallet. And like I said, with the price that Bitcoin's running at, you may not want to convert too much of it right now. But whatever works for you, as long as you get enough Tron, that's the main thing. So let me just answer some of these questions here. How do you have to max out in total members to earn that 1.1% bonus? 24 personals. No, it's not about maxing out. So let me just answer that question. The question was in terms of maxing out in order to earn that 1.1% bonus. Let me just go back here and show you how that works. And so you got an idea of what you need to do. Slides are a bit slow, but we'll get there. I think it's the last couple of slides. Let me just check that. Close. So in terms of the volume requirements, for example, these are the two that opens it, not necessarily the 59,000 members. It'd be nice to get paid on all 59,000, but the main thing is having 24 personals and 128,000 in volume. Now, if you qualify to level 9, you unlock your level 10. So, you know, that's pretty powerful. You know, so if you manage to unlock your level 10, then you tap that up with 21 personal, 64,000 in volume, total volume from there onwards. Okay, so excuse me. So any other questions, guys, feel free to use the chat function. What I want to do whilst I'm filtering any questions, I want to go into something that you can do in terms of sharing Daisy and what's Daisy's about. You may not want to take, you know, somebody may not be able to be free to get on a webinar, timing wise and all this kind of stuff, right? So you just may want to just do it in bite-sized chunks. Now, this is a little training where you can just start to utilize, let me just go through this, on how you go out there and share the message of Daisy, okay? Excuse me. And this, you can do this with your team. And this PDF, I'll post it in the chat in a minute. So you can immediately get your guys. And again, if you're going to strategize and work out how best you're going to, you know, go at this and what you need to do to qualify for whatever level, use that time. Like I was mentioning, we've got a few more days now before it goes live. You can kind of gauge what kind of level you may end up with on day one, you know, and then so you've got a bit more time rather than the 30 to make this work for you. So this is how you fast start your Daisy career. They're talking about a way to 6-figure income. So we know the referral plan allows somebody to create, you know, enormous wealth if they max out the plan. And even if you're the biggest skeptic, and I know we must have some skeptics on the webinar, even if you're the biggest skeptic, you know, just by being in something ahead of the launch, right, is you're positioning yourself for that to actually be a reality in terms of your capability to earn on the network of other people that are joining. Okay, and so who should you approach first? It says the easiest way to answer that question is ask yourself this question: if you were the one lucky person to win the mega lottery of $1 million, and I don't know if that's even a good example, because most lottery winners, it's actually a curse for them to win all that money and they never, you know, develop the skill set to manage $1 million. They just won $1 million, and unfortunately, you know, sometimes you know, it implodes and it actually becomes actually a worse thing. But let's just say it was a great thing. Who would you tell, right? Who would you want to share this with? You know, your loved ones you want to see to do well, stuff like that, right? I know some people might be part of the NFL, you know, no friends left. They've told them about this program, that program, and none of them materialized. But hey, let's not take that into 2021. This is a different, completely different setup, first and foremost, than pretty much anything else you may have been involved with. Okay, these two emerging markets, this marriage, I would say, between Endotech, a very successful in its own right company, and now a very well designed you know, smart contract through you know, a team of 20 very bright individuals who know how to create, I say, create good infrastructure. So, you know, this could be you. Qualify those who you would want to give maybe half of your jackpot away, maybe not even half. But anyway, this is the kind of thing we're looking at. So, you know, who would you invite, right? Who would you bring to the table? Let me just stop my video real quick. You know, who do you want to give it to? Of course, to the one you love the most and stuff. So I hope I'm part of that equation. If not, we need to have words. So let's go at it. Now, this is just an approach which one can utilize, all right? If you're sharing it, if you're, you know, you may have your own approach that works for you. I know some of you guys on here are big earners already, and so you've got your own strategy and stuff like this. So this may be an example. Hi, Michael, and it doesn't have to be Michael. Have you heard of crowdfunding programs like GoFundMe? And, you know, just wait for an answer, no, you know, or bulldoze them with, you know, blah, blah, blah. And say, oh, yeah. Have you heard of cryptocurrency like Bitcoin? Oh, yeah, man. Oh, my goodness. Bitcoin's amazing. Well, have you heard how much money people are earning? They're turning dollars into fortunes. Well, I've just joined an incredible program that's powered by the future technology called AI, artificial intelligence. It's happening right now, and I can earn great extra income right from home. It's all going to help me achieve one of my goals, whatever it is. You know, if you share that with somebody, you can trust your goals and dreams with, and they know what your hot button is, like, oh yeah, it's allowed me to give up this, horrible 9-to-5 job that I've got, or it's allowed me to move to that area I've always dreamt of moving to. And anyone can do it right from their mobile phone. It combines crowdfunding, cryptocurrency, and artificial intelligence. I know that it may sound a bit confusing right now, but it really isn't. I'll email you a couple of videos that will give you all the basics in less than 10 minutes. Once you've seen the videos, let's have coffee, lunch, and I will explain the rest. We may have to admit, let's have coffee and lunch, unless it's a virtual one, but you know what I mean, right? This is an approach that you can do. Now, I've sent today out an email that contains those 2 videos that you can share with somebody. One of them's 3 minutes, one of them's about 6 minutes. Okay, less than 10 minutes. You share 2 videos with somebody, let them come back to you, and approach the people that are closest and shared this initial Daisy AI information. Then continue to build the dream and create wealth by immediately doing the following. Immediately reach out to your Daisy team, the people, create your fast start game plan, make a list of those people. You may know those already. You may work with them in other projects, and it says here, set up a Facebook campaign. It's up to you if you want to go that route, but this information here will be there for you. And then, your general kind of regular kind of memory jogger kind of things that you can do. But if you just have that conversation with just a handful of people, just randomly, just go through your phone book. Don't even be like, oh, let me select him because I know he's into crypto and I know that person. Anybody would want to benefit from what I've just shared with you. And if you could share that in a very short video format, then you're just not confusing people. It's not going to go over their head. Now, of course, they'll need to see more how it works. Then great, you can invite them to a pre-recorded, you can invite them onto a live webinar, or whatever the case may be. Okay. But this is obviously the 5th element. Your goal is really to get them to come to a presentation today, ideally, or the next one, which is there's one at 8 o'clock tonight Eastern, which is 1 a.m. UK time, and whatever your other time zones may be for other people that are on here. So that's the best way. Or get on a 3-way conversation with whoever you're working with, and whether it's myself, if you've got anybody who's thinking of coming in at a high level. We've got people already coming in at a high level. They can have a dialogue with somebody who may be thinking about coming in at 100,000 and is not sure, for example, or coming in at 50,000 level and not sure. So there's ways in which we can help do all of that pre-planning before you go live. Yeah, so this is a nice, quite a nice, easy way to have that conversation, because trust me, a lot of people have heard of crowdfunding in one shape or another. They've probably also heard of cryptocurrency. They may not understand it, but they've heard of it. And there's only a very small amount of people that are actually involved in cryptocurrency. So if you find somebody who ticks all those 3, it's great, because now you're like, okay, you can go into your initial wording or whatever works for you. So definitely. So I'll say that I'll send that out to you guys. Of course, this sheet, there's the Facebook way, which you go on Facebook and do your campaign on there. I'll say if you're going to do the Facebook thing, you can obviously do it on your own wall, especially if you're not with somebody who's always using Facebook to promote programs left, right, and center. This may or may not work. You just got to test it for yourself, and obviously you can write out maybe people that you only need 3 to 24 people, guys. At the end of the day, they don't need to all be at this top level. Just 24 people total. So this may be that memory jogger that kind of makes you write them down, and then put down your top 24 or top 3, however you're deciding, whatever level you going to say, you know what, I'm just going to share it with these 3 people, and then put it down, and then write down. Just make sure you're on top of it. When the links go live, you can share it with your people. Right, so let me just check the questions in here. How much have you earned or earning from this? So you must have come on late, because we've not launched yet. So we're launching hopefully with maybe this weekend, because they've had to push the date back. It was going to be the 4th, but they've had to push the date back. a wee bit. Some would say it's a get rich quick or pyramid. What would you say? I would say getting at the top of the pyramid. So, you know, I'm a bit flippant when it comes to questions like that. Ultimately, you know, the whole structure, the whole world is a pyramid, you know, so I don't really work with that. If it's not for them, it's not for them. Next, move on. You know, you only need 3 people or a handful of people who want to achieve what I've just shared with you in a very short period of time. And let me see here. I came on late. Sounds very interesting. Please, I'd like to know more. Okay, great. So Nelson, whoever's invited you, they will have a recording of this first and foremost. And if you do put, I'm just going to put in the chat here the link for Daisytron. It's just a resource that you can go to. I'll go back to my slides here, my website here. If I go to Daisytron, I can't say it's a link here. I'll just post this. If you fill in your name and email in here, you'll get the links that I send out. And it's just, you know, it's not got necessarily my links. There's no links on here, no direct links. It's just videos and updates into the program. And whoever's invited you, they'll be able to make sure that you're kept in the loop. So, you know, like I said, there is a webinar tonight. There is a group training, not group training. There is a webinar tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern, which is 1 a.m. UK time. And then that's part of the team that we're aligned with. And a lot of that team are responsible for the updates, the enhancements, the webinars, changes that you're seeing in the program. So we are in very good company to benefit from this imminent launch. And they go through any problems people might have with wallets and setups and stuff like that. They'll go through that on the call as well until everybody's all set up. So you can take that out. So guys, I think I'm done here unless there's any pressing thing that you want me to send out. Now, I did send an email out for the Zoom tonight. I'm also going to post it in the chat here so that you guys got it to hand. So let me do that and you have that. In fact, what I'm gonna do, I'll post the videos, those 2 videos I mentioned. So if you're going to do this strategy, you know, you want to dissect it, do whatever you want. This was put together by a 7-figure earner. He knows a thing or two about building, you know, infrastructures, and he's created some great video content as well. So, you know, you can follow that strategy, all right, and then just, you know, do that invite to your people that you want to get on this program. Let me send you what I've just sent out to a whole bunch of people. And I hope now, and if you're feeling that daisy.tron.net link, you're going to get the next updated link that I send out. All right. So when, you know, pretty much on a maybe daily basis or so, I send out an update on what's happening as we get closer and closer to showtime. Okay. Could you send out the Zoom? Yep. So let me do that. Let me send this out as well. I'm just bringing up the Zoom in the background. Let me just post the actual Zoom link for the group as well. And any other questions, guys?
What is a paradigm shift?
Okay, so let me just copy that. So everybody check the what's it called, the chat function. That's the first video. That's the first video I showed today. It's only a minute long, minute and a half long. So it's 90 seconds. It's designed to pique somebody's interest. Then the next video is only 6 minutes long, guys. So you know, they watch this. After that, you know, say watch these 2 videos, and whatever you do, don't watch the third one. You know, there's no third one, but there could be a third one. You might send them a recorded webinar, but I would say after the second one, you know, you arrange the conversation, you manage the conversation. So if you're saying to them, watch these 2 videos, or I'm going to send you a couple of videos, and then don't wait for them to call you back. You call them back 10 minutes later. So, okay, the time now is 10:33. I'm going to send you the 2 videos. What I'll do, I'll call you back at, say, 1:45. Is that good? Yeah, fantastic. Because it shouldn't take no longer than that, you know, because we know life gets in the way, right? And you end up, you know, them not watching, you know, you're waiting for them to, you know, just take control of the conversation and you call them back, and then because basically if you've got 5 people, right, and you want to identify who are your 3 hungriest, it's the 3 that watch the videos. The 5 that the other 2 that decided to watch TV and said they'll get back to it, they're not that hungry. But so you want to identify who you know, by their actions, you know who they are. So let me just go back to this. Let the chat, I'm gonna send you guys in the chat the second video. So I posted both links in there. So you've got that both in the chat. And can you, somebody's asking, can you clarify if you enter levels 1 or 2 and you don't add anyone else to your network, you will still inherit shares and commission on your stake? Yeah, absolutely. So let me go back to that real quick. Let me just show you that, and I'll post the Zoom link. In fact, let me just grab this link. Let me switch back here, guys. So I want to show you, this is what I've just posted in the chat. Is the link for the first video, and I'm also going to show the second video here. This is the one that, you know, you can send anybody to. Nobody's going to grab.
What is a paradigm shift?
Nobody's going to grab their details. It's just a video where they can watch that, what I shared with you. Actually, it's just under 2 minutes. And then if you post in the other one, which is this one here, you're going to see the, actually it's just 4 minutes. Very good video as well. Talks about what it's about, Daisy Crowd and the referral program. So again, very nice, short, precise, concise videos, straight to the point. And then when you get back to them, you can find out, you know, take their temperature, levels 1 to 10. If they're excited, if they've got questions, great, come on my webinar, kind of thing. All right, so let me just answer that question that said, can you, I'm just going to mute the lines real quick, guys, and then I'll take any questions from the deck. Can you clarify if you enter levels 1 and 2? So I want to show you, if you do qualify, enter levels 1 and 2, what's going to happen to you. All right, so you're going to basically, if you enter levels 1 and 2, you're going to end up with this scenario in your hands. I do like this. Let me just bring this up while I do my, I just want to search one thing to make sure I'm showing absolutely top end thing here. But this is what you're going to do, guys. When you get, these are the steps you need to do in order for you to maximize this program. Okay, get your wallet installed, prepare it and load it with Tron and add 10% to the amount. Think of a username now and password for when when this goes live. Yeah, so get all that out of the way. You know, any questions on that front, and then just wait. Step 4 is where we're at right now. We're waiting to receive the invite link from our direct referrer, and what we're going to do, we're going to paste it into the Tron wallet. This is why you need a particular type of wallet. You cannot use Binance. You cannot use another Crypto300, Crypto.com. You cannot use any other different type of wallet. You need to have a Clever or Tron Link, or what I use is Tron Wallet. Okay, any one of those will do the job, and then you're going to select the amount of Tron, and then great. Once you're in, and again, the one more thing I would say on this, if you're coming in at level 5, do all 5 levels, then share your link out. Okay, so get yourself sorted, and then get your link out to your immediate ones, the people that are going to network this. They've got a, you know, they're going to refer this. Send that out to them first. You need to have your own tier system, because you're going to have the passive people that you would bring in, of course, but you want to have your net matrix filled evenly and as nicely as possible with those who are going to be referring others. You'll know who they are from your conversations you're going to have, and then after that, anybody who's passive, thereafter share it with them. Okay, and then, you know, just get it out. So give everyone a chance to get themselves situated in the mix. So let me go back to the PowerPoint. I want to answer the question. Make sure you guys fully get it. All right, let me just minimize that. Let me go back to, where's my PowerPoint now? Let me go back to my PowerPoint. Daisy Basics, here we go. So let me come out of this. Again, I'll send this. I'm going to post this. I think I can post this right inside of Zoom. So I'll post that. So somebody was asking about coming in at levels 0. So this is you. If you're coming in with 0 referrals, you're going to qualify for generations 1 and 2. Now, what you're going to benefit from is this number 3 way of earning. So you're already going to get the equity shares, okay, the trading rewards. Now, this is going to be obviously when they do decide to go public, then that comes into its own. If it doesn't, it's going to turn into dividends that you can use. And this is what's going to be available to you, the trading rewards from the get-go. And then you're going to have this matrix spillover. So if you end up with 3 on your level 1, 9 people on your level 2, that's a total of 12 people. You'll end up with about $48 if you're not referring anyone. Okay. Those who have who may be in a similar scenario, they put their money to work and they've come in, you know, with no referrals, but they've paid up to level 7. They'll now earn on these levels. And those who have gone all in, they're going to earn on these levels. So without 0 referrals, you can still do pretty good, 20,000 for somebody who's coming all the way in, and you know, five maybe 6,000. So actually more like 6,000 for somebody who's coming up to level 7. And if it's just $100 you come in, you're going to benefit. You're earning half of your money back when you're 3 people on your generation 1 and 9 people on your generation 2. So you see that you're earning 4% of the 3 people, which is $12, and you're going to be earning that 4% on the 9 people, which is $36. Okay, and these guys obviously earn the override on top of that. So hopefully that answered your question. D Vibes, I like that name. Any other questions before I wrap this up, guys? I'm going to post this while I'm thinking about it. I'm going to post this PowerPoint. Oh, it's not letting me do it. I've got to do a Dropbox. I know, man. I'm not going to post it. I'm going to post it through here. I will post it in the Telegram group, and then you guys can get it from there. Oh, actually, I've got a way in which I can do it. I can make this a live link. Let me just. We weren't able to. What do you mean you're not able to? Let's try that again. I made a live link. Okay, great. So now I'm going to paste this. You can download. Oh, sorry, it's the wrong one. It's this one. The fast start is what I want. Let me make this a shareable link. Okay, that's copied. Right, so guys, look in the chat. I'm going to post a link to this fast start document, which you can download and then dissect and do whatever you need to do with that. I'll also be posting it in my Telegram group, so don't worry if you haven't clicked on the link. How do you upgrade on unlock each level? So great question. So as you come into the smart contract, let's look at that. So as you progress your way into the smart contract, let's just have a look. Is it earlier? Is it earlier? No, it's not. So it's further down. Let's just look at what that looks like. All right, unlocking levels. No, I've gone way past it. Sorry, guys. Let me go back a bit. It's at the beginning before the referral plan kicks in. It's coming in. No, it's not. I've lost it. I don't know where it is. Anyway, I'll just talk about it until I find it. Is that when you join, you paid $100. Yeah, it's definitely under here. Definitely $100 to join. All right, everybody goes here, and if you deciding, you know, you want to come in up to levels whatever, 2 to 10, you then pay and upgrade the next. Now, Tron is fairly quick, so this shouldn't take too long for you to fund it, and then unlock the next level by purchasing another $200, and then the next level will be $400, and then so forth and so forth. Okay, so for each level, you can see if I go back one actually. Oh man, I'm going the wrong way here. For each level you come in at, it's going to show you the amount you need in order to unlock it. I've totally lost it. I think I've been at this too long. I keep going the wrong way. Here it is. So if somebody's asking how much to upgrade or unlock each level. So each level doubles in value. So 100 from 200 to 200 to 400 to 800 and so forth, yeah, all the way up to 50,000. And if you, the combined amount is going to be $102,000. Okay. Are the figures a one-off? Yeah, on the matrix, once your matrix filled, that is a one-off. From what I understand, if it's more than that, I'll be even more tickled. But yeah, your matrix, once your matrix is filled, you're looking at earning from those levels. Okay, so you just look at the matrix. These are the figures, and guys, I mean, these are staggering figures when you look at the numbers required and the volume required to be having a full matrix. This is like with just over 300 odd people in your matrix. Even if it took a year to do that, and you did, obviously you came in with whatever amount, you see what the figures are going to be relevant to you from there. So pretty powerful. All right, so great questions, guys. So we are at a point where, you know, we're just waiting for, they've done the corrections that were made. There is a testing going on the test net before it goes on the main net. So they've done the testing, everything's looking fine. And now they're going to retest everything before it goes live, and everybody, because what smart contract, when it's live, it's live, that's it. You know, it's going to be out there, and all we can do now is just use this time for preparation, prep work, and do, you know, have those conversations. So, you know, if it gives us a bit more time to speak to a couple more people, great, you know, why not use that time in that regard, use that time wisely, and take it from there. All right, guys, so I think that's it. I have received some direct emails, so I will forward you. But guys, if you do want to receive the emails I send out, just go to daisytron.net, because that automatically puts you on a list that I'm able to send out all the updates and stuff. But I will manually send it to a couple of people today, for those people who've asked me for that. So guys, let me just leave it on this. I like those of you know me, I like a bit of humor. This is serious stuff. Yeah. Hey, listen, I mean, guys, if you're talking about posting something on social media, right, or anywhere, hey, just put this out there and just see what response you get. You may have people saying, what's that about? You know, who knows? All right, you may have people coming to you saying, oh, I've heard of it, but I didn't really think it was anything. But if you're telling me about it, hey, let me see what it's about. You know, I've had people say that to me. So, you know, whatever works for you, go for it. Thanks, Gary, appreciate it. Everybody else on the call, Tony, how to get this pick? Oh, that's easy. I will make this available. Some of these, I don't know why Zoom have changed the way to send stuff, because I was just going to post it in the chat, but I'm not able to post it in the chat for some reason. Let me see. Publicly, everyone directly. Yeah, it's weird. I have to do something prior to sending it. I'll find a way to get it to you guys. I've got a couple of resources. Actually, I'm going to post it in my Telegram. If you're in my Telegram group, grab it from there, and whoever's invited you, Tasha, you'll be able to grab it from there, because I'm not sure what they've changed things. Bit of a pain, but yeah, I'll post it there, and I'll post it. This recording will be there as well. So guys, take care. I think unless that's a question, take care. I'll update you when I know a bit more information. Oh yeah, the last thing I was going to do was post the link for tonight.